What does Saturday Night Live and the Blues Brothers have in common with Sonny Rollins and Rupert Holmes' hit 1979 single Escape, otherwise known as the Pina Colada song? Well, if you saw today's thumbnail or read the title of this video, I bet you already know. Ha ha ha. Hi, Cole Younger here. Welcome back to episode 12. Episode 12. Welcome back to episode 12 of My Favorite Drum Parts. Today, we're going to be talking about a living legend. A guy that could very well be defined or labeled as one of the masters of groove that's currently living and playing today, and has been playing for a very long time. He has played with... Who hasn't he played with in the studio? Let's just start with that. He was also the first drummer on Saturday Night Live when the show initially began back in the late 70s. He also is the current drummer with the Rolling Stones, replacing the legendary Charlie Watts. Who am I talking about? Why, none other than Mr. Steve Jordan, baby. Steve Jordan. He is a GOAT. As in, like, greatest of all time. Not the animal. And today, guys, I wanted to do a little listening with you on one of my personal favorite tracks that Steve's played on. And there's, oh my gosh, there's so many great tracks that he's played on. But this is one that stood out to me that maybe not as many of you have heard. But the Steve Jordan fans out there probably know this one. It comes from the 2006 John Mayer album, Continuum. And this album rocks. It was the first album that I ever bought on iTunes. In fact, I got iTunes so I could get this album as fast as possible because I had heard some of the songs on it on the radio, and I was like, that album is a banger. And so, got my iTunes account set up, downloaded this thing right away, and it's a great album. If you haven't listened to it before, I highly recommend checking it out. But the song we're listening to off this album is Bold as Love. And boy, oh boy, ladies and gentlemen, is this some tasty drumming right here. Not just tasty, it's hard-hitting too. It's got some power behind it. Because Steve Jordan, while he is well known as a very versatile studio drummer, he can lay down a groove and give it some meat and potatoes behind it when it needs to, right? Especially in like a rock trio like this. And this is, man, one of the best rock trios in the last 20 years, the John Mayer, Pino Palladino, Steve Jordan trio. Awesome stuff. The things we're listening for today, ladies and gents, on Bold as Love are the following. Number one, Steve's just his awesome groove and feel. When you hear Steve play, he's one of those drummers you're like, that's Steve Jordan. Just you can tell by how good it feels and just the way that he treats the notes. Very intentional. Secondly, listen to how tastefully and musically he orchestrates the drum part in this song. It's not just like the same cookie cutter thing the whole time, right? He's going to build it up. He's going to bring it back down. He's going to use different orchestrations around the drum set, different parts. Hi-hat, ride cymbal, bell, just the drums maybe. Just, you'll see what I mean. Check it out. Last of all, listen to Steve's signature sound, especially, again, his snare drums. Steve Jordan's snare sound is immaculate. And when this album came out, I think every drummer out there for the next 10 years was trying to, copy that sound. Steve uses a fairly deep snare drum with wood hoops and, cranks it up pretty high. And also, he just has great technique when it comes to hitting rim shots and stick placement. And the snare sounds
really nice.
So, without further ado, let's cue up John Mayer's Bold as Love. Here we go.
Anger, his smile's towering in shining metallic purple armor. Queen jealousy, envy waits behind it.
All right, get ready, here we
Her
go.
fiery green gown sneers at the grassy ground. While the life-giving waters taken for granted, they quietly understand. The once happy turquoise on his lay opposite and ready, but wonder why the fight is on. But they're bold as love. Yeah, they're bold as love. They're all
I love how the snare drum
bold as love.
is
Just ask the accent.
not on 2 and 4 yet. He's just playing it on beat 2 of every other measure. But we're going to build it up here. Ready?
My rest, so confident he flashes trophies of war.
Now we're on 2 and 4.
Ribbons
Building
of
it up.
euphoria. Orange is a young, full of daring, but it's
Listen to
very
those
unsteady
17-inch
for the
hi-hats.
first go round. My yellow in this case is not
Love
so
those
mellow.
fills, too.
In fact, I'm trying to say it's frightened like me. And all these emotions of mine keep holding me from giving my life to a rainbow like you. But I'm bold as love. Yeah, I'm bold as love. I'm bold.
Building it up again with the ride cymbal. Sorry, I'm getting excited here.
Just ask the accents.
So I'm not talking a whole lot.
He knows everything.
Guitar solo. Those fills, man, are tasty. Really pushing it behind the guitar solo. Now we're gonna just the bass and the hi-hat. Bass drum, I mean. Well, Pino's playing the bass too, and what a bass player he is. Nice roll. Working the snare in a little bit. Listen to that bass drum. Triplets, baby. More straight ahead here. Dude, Steve feels good, right? Let's build her up again. Back to the ride. Oh yeah. That, my friends, is some tasty drumming right there from Steve Jordan. Let's give it up for Steve. And what an awesome track. Bold as Love from the 2006 album Continuum by John Mayer, probably my favorite John Mayer album. And there's some great ones out there, but that one just holds a special place in my heart. So, guys, what'd you think? Let me know in the comments. What'd you like about that? What are some of your favorite Steve Jordan tracks or John Mayer tracks? Or, who have you been listening to? Want to hear me play the hi-hats some more? Anyway, hey, I am really excited, if you couldn't tell, to be back here in 2025 doing more episodes of My Favorite Drum Parts, as well as other reviews and videos of that nature. And if you're liking these videos, which are completely free, by the way, make sure share them with your friends and family, and like and subscribe, because that helps more people see these videos, because I'm making these out of the passion that I have for the drums and for music, as I am both a drummer and a music educator. So, ladies and gents, thanks again for popping in here to episode 12 of My Favorite Drum Parts. We're going to have another one for you real soon, completely different style. We're going to keep things funky fresh here on old ColeOnDrums, right? But in the meantime, stay classy, San Diego. This is Cole Younger. Take care. Goodbye.